So right, y'all. After he threw the shit out the window, I swear this probably gonna be the last one. This can go on for days though, y'all. Yeah, this is towards the end, cause it's been a so after he threw the shit out the window, y'all. I'm just staring at him. I'm like, why you throwing stuff out the window? It's not even that serious. Cause you don't wanna, he gets loud, rowdy. I'm telling y'all, he from the south, so gets loud. I brought you here and you don't want to eat here, and I'm trying to do something nice, and I recognize that, and that's why I didn't scrap, like I didn't yell, I didn't scream, but I'm about to sit here and eat what you want me to eat because you want me to eat it. We're not creating the imaginary life anymore. I'm woke. This is real life now, so he started yelling and screaming, and I wasn't I wasn't there for it. I'm like, you can eat here. This is what I said first. I said you can eat here. I'll eat somewhere else. Like, I I I'll wait to eat. And the thing was, he didn't he didn't. Basically, he wanted me to do what he wanted me to do. If that makes sense. Like, it was him doing it for me, basically. And so I was like, you know what? At this point, I told him, I said, because it was just too much. Like, yelling, screaming, it triggered me. And, like, I'm just looking around. And normally, like, I would clap back, I would yell back, scream back. I just sat there and I let him get it all out. And then when he was finished, I told him what it looked like I'm finna say, y'all. Just take me home. It doesn't make sense to be this mad. Just take me home, right? And so he's like, not having it. No, you're not going nowhere. You came here for me. I picked you up. What you did. You picked me up. If you want to go home, you gotta wait until tomorrow. Me? The me that was out on her own for 6 months like a pretty fucked up, broken, beautiful butterfly. Me? You want me to wait until the morning? And it's about 9 o'clock. Nah, I'll call Uber. I'll call an Uber. I can't wait. I can't wait until you feel ready to take me out. Because normally I would. But I had to keep reminding him. I'm different. And I'm sticking with that. So if I tell you I'm ready to go home, whether you take me or not, I'm going home, right? So I called my mom. I called my mom first. By this time, we're out of the parking lot. Like, we're driving, and actually, before I told him he could take me home, I had an alternative. I said, well, how about this? How about we just go back to the house, because the house was like 5 minutes away. Go get my shoes, and then we come back. That's when I said, take me home. After he said, no. And so I called my mom, and we're driving down the road, and I call my mom, and he's like, who are you calling? He gets so crazy. Who are you calling? Who are you calling? I'm calling a ride because you don't want to take me home. Try to make him feel as bad as he is. Call a ride. I'm going home. And you don't want to take me home. This is exactly what I said. You don't want to take me home, so I'm calling a ride. I kept telling him. I said, don't worry about it. You don't have to drive me home. So my mom ended up saying, well, I'm already drunk and it's the weekend and I'm not going nowhere. So I was like, shit, now I gotta call Uber for real. And so before we get to this place, because he was just like, well, we're gonna go get some alcohol and we can go pick up some tequila because that's what I love. I love tequila. I love tequila. And so he was like, we're gonna go get some tequila from the store and we're gonna go back to the house and we're gonna go pick up some food and take it home. And I'm looking at him like, me? I'm like, I'm not going back to your house. I said, I'm going home. And so he's like, well, threatening me. If you get out of this car, don't call me ever again in your life. I said, okay. At this point, I want to get away from it because I could see it leading back to where it used to be. And so he's like, you leave, you walk out of this car, don't call me no more. Peace. And so I'm like, peace. I need peace, so I'm leaving. And so we go to the store and I got all my stuff in my hand and I'm like, I'm ready to go. And so he's like, yeah, you really finna go? I'm like, I'm going. I'm grabbing all my stuff. He parked the car, turned the engine off. I got out the car. I don't know where I was going, but I was looking for the nearest bus stop or somewhere I could sit and download the Uber app and leave. And he watching me walk, and he's like, and I'm like, walking. Mind you, this is a big ass parking lot, and it leads to the highway, the road. And I'm walking. He's calling my name. He's screaming, "No, no!" And he's like down there running after me. And so he goes in the store and comes back out, and this guy is with him. I think it was somebody from the store. And he sends him out there, and the guy walks up to me, and he's like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" I said, "Oh no, I'm fine. I'm just going home." I just gotta get home, that's all. And he doesn't want to take me home, so I'm gonna go find a way out. And then he was like, oh, okay, all right. And then he walks up, no, you're not going home. I'm taking you home. But I said, no, you don't want to take me home until tomorrow. So I'm going home right now because I want to go home right now. And so he calls. Oh, so what happens is I ended up back in the car because I didn't want to pay $80 to get home on Uber. And it was like maybe 8 or 9 o'clock, and I already got home late. I didn't know what bus to get on. All these excuses for now because I didn't want to pay like $100 for Uber, and I didn't feel like getting lost on the buses. So we walked back up towards the car, and somebody called him and ended up bringing his other brother, not the brother that he grew up with, but some other brother or whatever. And he's like, man, I shouldn't have listened to you. You don't know what's going on. He's laughing. He's like smiling. You don't know what's going on. And thinking this shit's cute. Like, it's not funny. First of all, you fucked up when you said I shouldn't have listened to you, because now you're not having my brain. It's I should have known though, because it's always like that. All of his friends that I met, everybody that knows me, they're like, oh, she's a good woman. Like, what are you doing? Like, how you masked? Like, you hella stupid. Like, why are you being so fucking dumb? Like, she's been here. She saved up $10,000. Like, she's here when you kick her out. She's here when you cuss her out. She's here when you're dogging her. She's here doing this and that for you, and you still fucking her over. Like, you stupid. And so I guess his brother talked him into talking back to me. Which is why this shit didn't work in the first place. Because if you're not doing it for yourself, it's not gonna work, right? So I peep game. I didn't I peep game. I was like, yeah. And it's always your brothers telling you, you're always your friends and your brothers telling you to fuck with me. And it's never you wanting to fuck with me. That's why we never work. So long story short, nigga, yeah. I made his ass buy some bottles. He bought a bottle. And then because I was on the high 10 by 10, right? No, my ass was flamed. Like I was pissed because I felt like, I'm not going through this anymore. So I sat in the car when we got back to his house, right? I sat in the car for like a good 25 minutes, and as I was sitting in that car, I seen drug dealers, I seen mechanics, because it's like a parking lot, like a gravel parking lot, right? And there's like houses here, it's like a plot. It's gated. And when you drive in, there's a house over here, there's a house over here, there's a house over here, then there's his house. So as I was spending that 20 minutes, because I never sat outside like that, as I was sitting outside, I seen drug dealers, I seen mechanics, I seen hoes, I seen this, I seen that, baby mamas, just a whole bunch of stuff. And I was just sitting in the car talking to my best friend, and yeah, he just kept coming in and out. Like, he kept playing with the alarm, like locking me in the car with the alarm. So if I get out, the alarm's gonna go off, like some stupid shit. He just kept coming in and out. Are you coming in? Are you gonna come in? Are you gonna come? I'm like, yeah, like, let me calm down. I feel like just like men need time, women need time, right? I was like, let me just get some time because you're on one and I'm on one. And I'm not trying to be like this tonight. I'm not trying to be bumping heads. So at least let me calm myself down, because you ain't finna take me out of my character. Because I know how I get. So, everybody got a good side, everybody got a bad side. But it's how you control yourself. And so, but at that moment, that was me trying to control myself. Because I know if I would have went in the house, when he went in the house, baby, I would have lost it. We would have been drunk and just nagging at each other. So I sat in the car for 20 minutes, and then I went back in the house. And then he didn't make me a drink. When I walked in, there was a drink on the counter already made, so I grabbed it, like, thank you. I sat down, he looked back. Oh, thought it was funny. Oh, you just think that's for you, huh? Oh, it ain't? Because as far as I know, there's more in the refrigerator that you can put together. So not only did you make my night bad, but the drink wasn't for me. I took it kindly, respectfully, still took it. So I was holding on to it, right? So I'm sitting on the couch. I'm sitting on the couch, and he's sitting wherever he was sitting, on the chair or something across from me. And I'm guessing homeboy was just watching me the whole time, and I'm just like, I'm chilling. Like, I'm taking little sips, because baby, I be good. When I start drinking, I get like Mac Dre. I be feeling myself. I want to have a good time, but for me, I can't have a good time if I don't know what's going on around me. I don't drink. If I go out, if I'm invited somewhere, my friends invite me somewhere, I don't know these niggas, that's it. One sip. I need to know what the fuck going on around me, because when I get on, I'll be on. Nah, me peep game, okay? So I'm chilling. I'm sitting back. I'm not watching him, but I'm like on my phone. TV is on. He over there like every time I look over, he's like, I'm like, dang, he finna mess with me, right? So, cause he's used to me. Like he even said it. Watch. So he's sitting there. He like this. I'm like, are you okay? I swear I be trying to be nice. Like I be playing a role for real, y'all. Like, are you okay? And he's like, are you gonna drink? Are you gonna waste my drink? I'm like, here we go. You can't force me to drink. That's all I kept telling him. I said, I'm cool. I just need to make sure we good before before I really start drinking. And then I said, why does me not drinking making bothering you? Because I bought the alcohol and you took my drink and you're not drinking it. And I'm like, you got a whole cup. You got a cup this damn big. Y'all know them little, them Slurpee cups or whatever, them juice cups that be like this big. And they colorful. And obviously they plastic. He had a cup this big. And like I said before, he's not a drinker. He be tumbling and fumbling and forgetting shit. So let me step back. So I'm like, I said, well, you ain't drinking your drink. I'm drinking my drink. Just don't worry about me, all that raising the roof shit. And so I was like, all right, yeah, I'm sipping. I'm still sipping. No, this ain't you. You're right. You're fucking right. This ain't me. No matter how many times you don't want to believe it, I'm telling you, I'm trying to be different. I've been different for a minute. I don't believe you. You're not like this. Yeah, because he knows when I drink, I'm fun. I am a fun drinker. Everybody can't get that energy from me. Everybody can't have access like that. So it goes on for a minute. Drink. Are you gonna drink? And then I finally just said, man, I ain't never gonna get through this night. So fuck it, right? I drank the whole cup. And I think my glass wasn't that big though. But I did go back and make another drink. So I had my cup was this big, like a regular bar glasses. I had 2 cups. Just to get the night over with. Because he was loud. The neighborhood is small. The windows is open. Just imagine. It was ugly. So boom, the night was over with. 4th of July. This next time I see him. Yeah, this is the next time I see him. So that's 1, 2, 3, 3 times. And then the 4th time he came over here. Before he came here though, he called me. He's like, what you doing? Yeah, my brother's coming back and he's gonna want his house, so he wants me out the house. And I told him, I said, no, I don't want no niggas at my house. Because you know how that is. I had to pray over my shit. I had to cleanse my house. And it still really ain't cleansed because all the toxic stuff that goes on. So boom, right? So I'm like, fuck it. You can come over for the 4th of July. Because what happened was, so his brother came back on Saturday. So Friday he was doing hella cleaning. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm cleaning up, trying to make it look good for when my brother comes and blah blah. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So you good then? You good to stay? Yeah, I'm good. Of course you are. So Saturday come. I'm trying to remember what day of 4th of July was. Let me see. Alright, so it was a Monday, y'all. So just imagine he spent the whole weekend there. After he said, oh, my brother wants to come back and he wants to hire some girls and stuff like that because he just came off the road for however long. Me, I ain't second guessing nothing. I ain't putting nothing past nobody. But you know what I ain't gonna do? I ain't about to argue. Everything is understood as far as I'm concerned. So I'm like, okay. So on Saturday, brother buying bottles. On Sunday, niggas is doing whatever niggas is doing. On Monday, we barbecuing. You know that goofy shit come out. You know, baby mama coming over with her kids, her friend coming over with all five of her kids, her badass kids is what he said. I ain't putting past nobody, so you know what I say? Y'all gonna have a blast. Okay, hyping the situation, right? Y'all finna turn up. Like, have fun. Because I was already, I was taking my kids to a fireworks show. And it was like a little, not like a carnival, but they have like festivals and stuff. It was like a festival. So before the fireworks, they had like all type of stuff. You know, like seeing witches and Respucia. Okay, my bad, y'all. I was in my Norbit era. But yeah, concession stands and stuff like that. You know, stuff for the kids. Stuff, you know, just hustling. You know, just selling shit. So they had all, you know, it was cool. So he was like, try to throw me for a loop. Nah, I ain't staying. Oh, okay, what you finna do? That's when I did ask. Oh, okay, what you got going on? Shit, I don't know. Oh, you wanna come with me? First thing I asked him, just serious mind. Yeah, I can go with you. But get this. It gotta be later. I understand why. And I'm pretty sure y'all know why too. Put it down in conversation. If you know why it wasn't gonna be until later. But it was okay because it wasn't until later anyway. So that day I was cooking too and I was so mad, y'all. My food came out so nasty. I didn't know I wasn't capable of making ribs. You know what's funny? I never made ribs in my life and I chose to do it on July 4th. I don't know what was wrong. I think I put too much seasoning or not the right seasoning. But yeah, like everything else was good. It was just the ribs for me. I'm like, it just tastes like salt. Anyway, I tried. Like, my kids enjoyed it. And, but I didn't like it. Like, it just made me mad. So he ended up coming over, I think. It was Monday. So he ended up coming over like around, I want to say 7 p.m. I was just almost done. I was making my cabbage. Even my cabbage, Alright, so this is where I got funny. I ain't gonna lie, I got funny with him because, and I think it's because I was in my own house and I'm vulnerable, y'all. Like, I'm still not healed. I'm still not complete because of all the shit that I went through. Like, I've been through so much, y'all. And for me, that shit don't go away. So, it takes time. And so when he came in my house, it was just like, it was weird. I was acting weird. I wasn't comfortable. I felt like I had really a lot of anxiety. And I felt like he was rushing me, first of all. But he wasn't. It was just me. And, I started making my cabbage, and someone was telling me, don't make it. Don't just wait until you come back. But I was like, no, I want to get it done. My cabbage came out so nasty. And I think because I was rushing it. On top of that, like, he was trying to show me all these videos, podcast videos of these guys talking about how guys don't want women with kids, and guys don't want and guys know when they want to be with a female, and it don't take guys long to know, and blah blah blah. They was trying to make me watch all these podcasts, but the thing is, they do duets with the women, and they were like bashing the women. So I was like, no, like, I'm not gonna sit here and watch this, and these men are bashing these women who don't know what they want. Like, on top of that, they don't know what they want. That pissed me off. Like, you can't do that. So, like, there was the other podcast that he tried to get me to watch with the more mature women who have been through it, and they actually learned through it. But you got women who are entrepreneurs, and they still don't know what they want in a man, and they're contradicting themselves because you have a man bashing her every word, not letting her speak, telling her what she wants when she's trying to tell you, no, this is what I want. And then so now her mind is like fucked up, and she's like, well, yeah, like, she's feeding all into that goofy ass shit. Like, I don't care if you're a man. Like, I know what I want. You can't tell me what I want. So that's why I didn't really watch him, but I tried to watch him. And so when we went to the we ended up leaving like 8, because I ended up getting done by like 7:30 or something like that. And then I got dressed or whatever, and we left, and it was nice. It was nice. It was like a big ass park full of festivities and stuff to do before the fireworks. But kid you not, the fireworks was only like 5 minutes long. 8 minutes at the most. And so there were so many people there, and we parked in the parking garage. And we was in the parking garage for so long. It was horrible. We could not get out. They wouldn't let us go until the fireworks were done. And then when the fireworks were done after 5 minutes, everybody was rushing to the car to get out, and it was just traffic everywhere. So when we finally got back to my house, y'all, we put my kids' bed, and then we went to my room, and the vibe was off. I wasn't comfortable. He wasn't comfortable. It was to the point where, okay, well, let's watch this podcast. And I'm watching the podcast, like, I'm cool. But like, everything, oh, you don't want to watch it, and he was just uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. And then it led to like, oh, well, I'll go sleep in the living room. And I told him, you're not sleeping in the living room. I'm like, if you want to try to make this work out, you can't keep running. Oh, I'm going to sleep in the living room. No, you're not. So then, after we watched the podcast, we went to bed early, and he was up at like 5 o'clock in the morning ready to go. And then he left, and then like a couple days after that, he called me, and then, you know, we talked, and then after that, I ended up going back to his house, and when I went over there, because he asked me to go over there, just was nothing, y'all. We're not compatible, I guess. And talking about, oh, I'm high, and I'm like, whatever, I'm on my phone. I got the TV. So then after he gets high and stuff, goes to sleep, I'm on my phone editing videos. on Instagram editing videos and stuff. And then before you know it, we're like this. He's in one room, I'm in one room. And then that next morning come, I get up, do my, take a shower, wash my face, put my hair together, got dressed. I gotta go. I left. After that day, he calls, you okay? I'm good. But I don't think we're compatible. I don't think we want the same thing because I missed the part, you guys. But after the fireworks is over, we didn't come straight home. I had bought some fireworks for my daughter, and on the ride there, the way to go find a spot to do fireworks, he's telling me, oh yeah, so we're gonna build and get a house, and he wants me to move, and how I'm already moving already or whatever. And but if you're not ready when I'm ready, or because he don't think he didn't think I was gonna move. Like, I'm moving regardless. I was gonna move anyway before I started talking to him. And so he's like, I don't think you're really gonna do it, and how long are you gonna need, and blah blah. So I'm like telling him, I don't want to be, first and foremost, I want to get my own place when I go to wherever I'm going, and for you to have your own space too, because I don't want to be left in no house that is dog infested after you finally feel like you don't want to be with me no more, and you want to move on, and you think, oh well, I got the house, now you keep the house and I'm gonna do this. No, I'll be damned if I build you again just so you can be like, oh well, you got what you wanted, you got a house. I'm gonna get it by myself. It's gonna take a minute, but it's okay. I'm still gonna get it. And then he gets into this, well, I'm not gonna do that, but if you don't end up going and it takes you longer than it needs to, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm still gonna be talking to other people, and I'm gonna be, I might be in another relationship, is what he said. So when you come out there, I might be in another relationship. And then he added a kid on it, y'all. And we might have a kid. I said, yeah, and that's why I said that it'd be better if I just move out there on my own intention to have my own place, so I won't be looking like Donald Duck or Goofy or some shit when I get out there. There's no way I can place my life into your hands again after how you did me, and then expect for it to be different this time around. So what can they say? Do you, boo boo, cause I'ma do me. So that was our conversation. It was like, well, when it's like, are we together or not, is what he said. Are we together or not? No, we're not together. And I kept telling him, no, we're not together. And he looked stupid. Oh, because I was trying to commit to you. Who, me? No, you're not. Especially not after this last part, what you said when you said, we gonna be together, we gonna do this together, but I'm still gonna be talking to different girls throughout. What's the commitment? Like I said, you still stupid. So yeah, y'all. So he wasn't doing a lot of, and you could tell he wasn't even trying to work on himself, because the growth is not there. He's still in the same mind, and he expected me to be the same way. It's just like a lot of growing up he still has to do, I guess. And I'm just like, no, 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 no. Like, you thought you was gonna come back to me, like, after 6 months or how many ever months he was gone for, y'all. And that's why I had to tell him too, like, do you really expect for it to be the same way? My eyes are red, I'm tired. It's late. But it's like, how can you expect for it to be the same way? And I eventually just had to tell him, like, go find your wife. This ring, I had to force on him. And you tell me that some girl that you knew or before me or whatever came back into your life because you bribed her with stupid racks, all these racks you spent on her, so she was available and she was staying with you in that house. Yeah, y'all. Moral of the story. That's the highlight right there. He has a girl in that house, and he claimed he chose her, and he proposed to her. For what? After all this time, within that little amount of time, you proposed to her. But it took me 2 years, and I still ain't got proposed to. I ain't mad. It's just the moral of the story. What did she have to do? Nothing. Because I did everything. But it took nothing for her. Because that's who you wanted, and that's good. That's all I'm saying. You found who you wanted to be with. But she didn't want to be with you. So you came back to me thinking that I was going to build you back up for another girl. Possibly even her. Because she sounds like the girl that's not going to be with you while you're down. And so you go looking for women like me and manipulate women like me to help you get back up on your feet just so you can go be with the girl you want to be with. That ain't happening, shouty. That ain't happening, shouty. That ain't happening. And that's all I'm saying. That's why I said I'm different. Help and all these podcasts, like, he trying to change. Do what you need to do. I can't fall for it no more. That's what you want to do, work on yourself. But yeah, so after I told him we wasn't compatible and all that, one more good morning text, and that was it. I never responded to him. Never texted him, never called him. He hit me up on Instagram about a month ago, talking about he sent some type of video. I ain't watched it. Some podcast. And then said something again. A man knows within 6 months. Alright, well, I ain't said nothing. All I said was I understand. Because I understand a lot that you don't want to be with me. Understand, we ain't. That was last month. Moral of the story, if he don't want to be your husband, don't force it. If he don't want to be with you, you see him treating you wrong all the time, let it go. Obviously, I could say, like, now I know. You got one time to show me. And that second time, but it looked the same way, because niggas be getting lazy. And I honestly feel like niggas don't get lazy with women they want to be with. So, if he show you something different the second, or the third and the fourth time, then gotta take it for what it is and go your own route. That's when you really make your move. I ain't got time. We ain't even do what we said we was gonna do. I saved $10,000. We was supposed to get a house. Build credit. I built my credit. The $10,000 that we saved ended up being debt for him, quote unquote. Probably because he was tricking. And the house that we were supposed to get, put somebody else in it. You know, it's just a lot. I feel like I did all that shit for nothing, and I ain't gonna do it again. I ain't got no time. I still gotta hit goals I ain't hit yet. So when I say I'm doing it for me, I'm doing it for me. No mean no. No mean no. And y'all gotta mean that. No means no. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little story time, and my hair is finally done. I know I wasn't doing it during the video, but I got caught up in my own story. My own story was good to me. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, shout out to you, and be back with another video.